Good morning and welcome to my channel. My name is Christina and I like to colour, and I also like to make a mess. Well, I don't like to make a mess, but I always seem to make a mess. So I'm here colouring in Mythomorphia by Kirby Resens. And I just wanted to do a quick tutorial on how to do a snake. So I'm going to start with, I'm doing green snakes obviously because, I don't know, Medusa is, always been depicted as green. So I decided I'd stick with that. So I've got chartreuse and I'm going to just colour the underside of the snake with the lighter colour. You should generally start with the lighter colour. It makes it easier to blend with the darker colours. So I'll just speed this bit up. Just going to colour in the rest of the belly with chartreuse. And then I'm going to get dark green and I'm going to go over these lines here that Kirby has so generously put, and I'm also going to go over these little lines that indicate shadows. So I'm just going to do circle motion to go over those lines. I'm not pushing hard, but I am going over it a couple times just to try and get it seen darker. So I'm just going to stick with this top bit. So then I want to go to black because my light is over here. So this bit's going to be light. Well, Kirby's got the shadows there, but I like to do my own thing. So I'm just going to go this side of the lines with black. And I'm also going to go over the shadow a little bit, just a little bit, not much, because you don't want black to be the main colour. So then I'm going to get that dark green again and go over the black, because you don't want it to be black, you want it to be dark and green. And the black just helps it get darker. And then I'm going to go over with the chartreuse again. And my whole goal with going over it with the chartreuse is obviously to make it a little bit darker, but also when I go over the dark green, it blends it in and it makes it look, I don't know, smudgy. I can't think of the word. Smudgy. I'm not going to do so much over here. Well, I am actually. Changed my mind. And I'm just going to grab the black again And the dark green again. And with the dark green, I'm just going over the black that I just did. And all the lines. And chartreuse again. Now this is what's going to take me a while, because this snake took me an hour and 15 minutes, but that was mainly I was testing to see if I liked it, and now that I know what I like, I can do it, hopefully, fingers crossed. So I'm going to get the dark green. There's my dogs. It's morning, everybody is walking their dogs. Every man and his dog is walking his dog. So I'm going to get the dark green, and I'll speed it up, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over all of these scales. So I'll just go down to here, and I won't do his, oh yeah, I will do his face. All right, so here we go. So now I'm just going to go over the shadow areas here with the dark green. And because my version has the sun over here, I'm just going to do this side just a little bit darker. And now I've got yellow chartreuse. I just want to go over some parts that are facing the sun. And next I'm going to use chartreuse green, just chartreuse. And try not to go over the top of the yellow chartreuse. You go over the dark green, but not the yellow chartreuse. And now I'm going to get the black again and go over, I'm going to go over most of these scales, more so on this side. And I'm going to make them a little bit darker and add just a little bit of a shadow. Just because I want my snake to kind of be 3D, I don't want it to be flat. That's kind of, and also go over the shadows as well. So I kind of like to try and make a lot of my pictures have a little bit of dimension. I don't always succeed, but I try. And I know this seems like it's going to take a while, and to be honest, it is going to take me a while to finish this page. And on these ones, I'm just doing the right hand side. And try to just do the bottom half of these. It's very hard because they're very small. And then get your dark green again and go over the black lines. I'm going to do the chartreuse again. I like to go in circular motion so that it all blends together. And the yellow chartreuse again. And a different green, I'm going to use apple green, just to do mainly this side, so I don't want to do the left hand side. I don't want to do that part of his mouth, her mouth, whatever. And it's the black again, going over the scales again. And the dark green again, going over the scales. And you're probably thinking, why do the scales and then colour over them and then do the scales again? Why not just do them at the end? You can, but I find I get a better layer when I do the colour and then I do the scales and then I do the colour and then I go over the scales again. So I find I get a better colour doing that. So I'm going to do inside his mouth. I'm only going to do that black because it's black. I've got dark green. There's just a bit of his mouth here I didn't do. So you could do the snake tongue any colour you wanted. I'm going to do crimson red. I've only got the French? Italian. I've only got that word, but I'm pretty sure that's crimson red. And Tuscan red, my favourite. Back to the crimson red. I'm going to get a little bit of black. I just want to darken these areas. Trying to stick to the right hand side with the dark. It's hard though when it's so small. Tuscan red again. And the crimson red. Got chartreuse because it's part of his mouth I didn't do. And now for his teeth, which are going to be really hard to see, but I'm just going to use 70% cool grey. Teeth are not white, no matter what animal it is, they're not white. So I'm going to do this on the right hand side of his tooth. It's going to be very difficult. I'm just doing a line. And then I'm going to come along with my white and pull that grey over. The grey again, 50%, 70%. It's just weird, I was looking for 50%, but I couldn't find it. I don't even know if it exists. And the white again. So for this one I'm going to have red eyes, so the crimson red again. I might sharpen it though because it's quite small. The space is quite small. Actually I'm going to start with the black. Noir. Sharpen it too. And I'm going to do basically a snake eye just there. It doesn't go all the way down to the bottom. Hopefully you can see that. It doesn't go all the way down to the bottom. So then I'm going to get my red, crimson red. And I'm just doing lines. I'm not colouring, I'm just doing lines. And black again. I'm just going to do a couple of lines. And the crimson red again. And the black again, because in here and in here it's going to be shadow. And then go over it again with the crimson red. I'm just going to go over bits that I think need touching up. And the dark green again. there you have it. If there's something you don't like, go over it and fix it up. It's as simple as that. I hope you enjoy. Bye.